We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Yo! Welcome back to the Lion's Den, episode number, Will, help me out on this.
28, I think.
Number 28.
28.
Continue to rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating and a glowing review, and you may get your review read here on the podcast. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Hit the little bell so you know. One more time, that was awesome. Hit the little bell so that,
Ding.
boom, you know when we're coming at you. And, of course, as always, patreon.com/thelion'sdenpod. Patreon.com/thelion'sdenpod. We got some fucking... I'm raging on this episode, this last episode on the Patreon one. You got to go watch that because I'm...
Yeah.
It's good to get it out.
I'm
You
angry.
got to get it out.
I'm angry.
Jason went off the rails, and I think it's probably good that stays on Patreon because it may be a problem if it gets.
Yeah, look, I've ruined
Career
some
ender.
career things. He's ruined some career things. You want to see us ruin our careers? Get on Patreon.
That's the pitch. And yeah, rating and reviewing is still super important. Again, it's really quick. Here's the best review I've seen in a while. This is from N. Barnes. And the subject line is actually worth writing a review. Dear Lord, I hate
That's
writing
a little
reviews.
like Willish right there, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Actually worth writing a review.
Well, let's see.
You guys are actually good at this.
Yeah. You were
Dude,
actually funny
all
tonight.
Just tried 4 times to read it like an idiot.
Well, you
That's not my fault. That's
created
not you
things with
guys.
us.
And go.
Oh.
Dear Lord, I hate writing reviews. I especially hate being asked to write a review. But here I am. I am writing a 5-star review for these guys because gosh darn it, they earned it.
Consarn it.
I didn't know I wanted to eavesdrop on 3 men in a basement den, but I do. In fact, I look forward to it. Breaking into random song is pretty much the last thing I expected. Making fun of their own fans' names is hilarious. I know it sounds mean, but it strangely isn't. Been a fan since
really
day
isn't.
one, and I'll be a fan until this pandemic wipes us all out.
Oh, nice.
What a nice review. Thanks, N. Barnes. You killed that
N.
shit.
Barnes,
So
good
look,
review.
you write a good review, we'll read it on air.
And we
then
aren't being
that's all that
mean.
happens.
We are not being mean when we're
No,
making fun
We're
of your
honest. Your
names.
name's weird.
Names
Yeah.
are fucking weird.
If your
Think
name
about-
is
here's what-
Zygon
here's the thing
Viega,
with
we're
names.
gonna,
you know what names? All they are is noises. Think about what names are. They're just a noise that we
You are
came
right.
up with. Well, that's a noise,
That's true.
Brent. It's a weird, abruptly ending noise.
And if we were,
Then
if I
there's
was,
beautiful flowing noises. Jason.
that's true.
Jason Christopher Collings.
That's
Brent.
a good one.
William
Willis.
Willis. I knew it was a Will in there.
What you
That's-
talking about, Willis?
Your middle name, it sounds like it's a joke, like you were trying to be silly, and I was like, my middle name's Willis. Like, it just sounds
Ooh.
funny to
My
me.
grandfather's last name was
Oh,
Great Man.
well.
Rest in peace, Butch Willis.
Butch, I mean, what
Butch
that's
Willis.
a fucking name.
Oh, he was a man.
Oh, that's
he was
a
a
man you
man's
don't
man.
toy with.
Will Brenner came down from the swamps of Florida. That's how he talked.
Opened
My
his
name's
beer with
Butch
his
Willis.
teeth.
He had an anchor on his fucking forearm.
Nice.
This is the Navy. It's funny you mention that because if I was on an edible, I would be. That would give me a huge panic attack if I really thought about names like that.
Everything is just a noise.
I actually had a little bit of a panic attack about haircuts.
Think about it. Huh?
Haircuts, I had a panic attack because I was thinking like that's something as humans we do.
Mm-hmm.
For the listeners at home that don't know, I had a Zoom call with a new show that we're gonna shoot. We don't know if it will air, but it has a great cast. But it's people I don't really know that well, and you know, I'm a New England guy, so sometimes I swear and I'm doing bits. And I didn't know there were kids in the background of the Zoom. I end up saying the F word too much. So one of the actresses on the show, she goes, "Brent, could you stop dropping the F bomb in front of my kids?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I apologized there. But then when I hung up, I apologized via text to a few people. They're like, "What do you call the creator?" He goes, "You're in your own head, Brent," and nobody cared.
Called me.
I cared. Then I took an edible before I was going to go to bed, or not go to bed, but take an edible because I found these edibles I really like, by the way. But I started thinking about the show's going to get canceled because of this, and she'll leave the show because I'm like
Brent dropped
aggressive.
the F-bomb in a Zoom meeting. Now we're done.
Yeah, so I call him. I go, "It's over, man," and I started panicking about like, I'm gonna get a call today going, "What did you do? What did you do? This kid is in therapy." Like I was like, "Oh, it's just the way my mom raised me. Was swear. Don't fucking swear in this fucking house." Like that's just So sometimes I swear, but I'm having that little thought, and then the fact you mentioned sounds and names. I had a panic attack about haircuts because I was thinking we're the only species that sits and gets haircuts and gets things because everybody's talking about getting
Grooming.
cuts, and it made me start thinking we're not even real. Like you just have these things.
It opens your mind in the weirdest ways.
The weirdest way.
But yeah, I think I was high when I first had that thought that names are just noises.
Oh,
It's a very high thought to have.
Think about it. You just take a group of letters and put them together in a certain way where they make a certain noise.
Well, that's all words.
What if it was just Zute? What if your name was? My name is Yung.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Will?
See, it's a weird sound, huh? Wheel.
What if you didn't know? What if you didn't know and you forgot and you had to check in? What was your name again?
It's been what, 4 or 5 years now? What is it again?
What is it? Is Will Richard?
Wheel.
What?
No, William.
Is Will Richard?
William.
Hey man,
Thought
you still on that edible?
Why did I think that people named Richard call them? No,
They're
they call him
Richards.
Speaking
Dick.
of which, by the way,
Like, no.
R.I.P. Little Richard. Rock and roll
that's right,
legend Little
yeah.
Richard passed away this week.
And Jerry Stiller.
Oh, yeah, Jerry
Got him
Stiller.
in
Yeah.
Molly. Pass out the banner. I don't know the words. Oh yeah, and Jerry Stiller passed away.
And once again, he just does a little Richard impression out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't even have that.
I got all of it, baby.
This guy is an orb of gifts.
An orb of gifts.
Orb of
You guys wear your summer shirts.
Heck yeah, man! I got
Show
trees on my shit.
We just came back from vacation.
Palm fronds. I got palm fronds on mine. What do you have on yours?
Jay,
Flowers.
Some cute flowers.
you can never see Jason's shoes, but his shoes will always match whatever he's wearing.
Yeah.
Always got to match.
We should have a shoe cam for just,
Yep.
like, you know.
R.I.P.
like a
John
GoPro.
Witherspoon. Got to coordinate.
Coordinate. Man, he was so funny.
Yep.
So how was so that was my little fiasco yesterday. Hopefully we get to do the show. It's a great cast, and
Yeah.
I want to get back to work. I have no info on that because some people write me about like when do you think you'll be on something again. But other than that, that was kind of my fiasco. What's been going on with you guys?
I
since you're
survived
back?
another migraine. I had a really bad migraine yesterday. Got through it. The dog was barking more than he's ever barked before. I don't know why the dog decided to bark so much when I have a migraine. So obviously I
good.
start screaming and yelling at everybody. "Ah, last fucking thing I fucking did. It's this goddamn dog barking when I got a fucking migraine." And everybody's tiptoeing around me like, "Hey, Dad's pissed at me." And
Even the dog
I
is
was
like-
such a dad yesterday. I buttoned the house up dope though. I did the lawns and everything.
You buttoned the
Oh,
house up?
buttoned it up, baby.
Cool.
Migraine and everything. I'm a man.
Yeah,
Just edged the fuck out. My lawn has the dopest edges. It's like a moat.
I love that.
It's beautiful. But yeah, I survived that migraine. Watched a bunch. I started watching Blacklist again, so that's my next binge on
That's James
Netflix.
Spader, right?
Mhm. Weird son of a bitch.
It's a
that
good
guy.
pilot, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk like this all the time.
He is I think you could only be that great of an actor if you're out of your mind weird. as
Oh, he's
shit.
fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, him on The Office.
Oh,
that-
Robert California.
Yeah, what he's
That was
talking
his name?
about.
I forgot
Dude,
about
Everything
Robert
is
California.
sex.
And everything, he's such an alpha male with
Yeah.
everything except his wife.
Yeah,
He's terrified of her. And whatever she says goes.
which is so funny.
Yeah.
Now that's a quality television show.
The Orifice? Yeah, it's really good.
Everything is sex. I'll just never forget that. I was like, first off, I was surprised that he had hair because
Spader?
he's been balding
Yeah, and
since
he was
1982.
like beautiful hair too.
What was that movie he did? Didn't he do a movie?
Oh,
he was part of the
bro,
80s crew.
Pretty in Pink. He was
Yeah.
the asshole rich guy in Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, he missed me. His whole, I don't know James Spader much.
He's so good, dude. He's such a fucking weirdo.
Was
you
he
know,
part
you
of
know how
it?
Nicholson has his thing
Yeah.
where he's just that's Spader. He's that guy all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Like he'll do
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, man. It's great. But yeah, Blacklist is dope. Although the Blacklist will make you lead you to think that every girl in the FBI is a hot brunette.
Oh, I know.
I guess one of the requirements to be in the FBI is you have to be really hot brunette in her 20s.
I'll tell you. I have no problem saying this now. When Blacklist came out, is when Undateable got picked up. So I was with Chris in Texas, and then we had to go to this thing called the upfronts, which for networks is where they have a bunch of advertisers come out and watch trailers to the show, so that they could decide if they want to be invested in the show. That's because it's all built off ads, and. Me and Chris are there, and it's like, and you look around, Alec Baldwin, the Roots are playing, we're at Radio City Music Hall, and it's like, I was a PA and had nothing, and then I went in Texas with Chris, I never bought a suit, so I got 2 for 1. I thought that was a good deal.
Good deal. It's probably like a Men's Warehouse thing. Buy one, get
It was
8
like in
free.
Dallas, so it was a nice mall, and I went, 2 for 1. And Chris is like, 2 for 1. I go, I've never done this before. And you know him on the phone, acting
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
So we walk in, and we're sitting down. John Favreau's over there. And for me, this is like, PA, now you're on the red carpet. Now you're at a 5-star hotel. And first thing I noticed is ran into that girl from Blacklist. Oh no, I was thinking of Blind Spot. All right. then
Oh,
I'll move
Blind
on.
Spot, the tattoo one.
Yeah, the tattoo one. She had a dog with her that she wouldn't let not be with her or something. I thought, that girl's crazy. And then, but we're in Radio City, and out of nowhere, James Spader goes, Chris, hello. And goes
Right.
up to Chris,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Chris is like, hey, man, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while.
Were you like, how
"I'm
do you know
good."
him?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I know why he
okay,
knows him.
you know, yeah,
And then he goes, James Spader walks away, and he goes, you see that, Brent? Pretty fucking cool, huh? I know James Spader. And I go, no, your dad knows James Spader. Because he was on one of your dad's shows.
Boston Legal. That was,
Yes.
shout out Bill D'Elia.
And he goes, whatever, still counts. And then
Funny.
we're sitting down, and they're showing the trailers for the shows coming out.
Yeah.
And we're comics, so it's like the way we fuck with everybody,
Yeah.
we're just making fun of everything. But like what they do is they have a camera on you like an award show. There's 1,000 people here, including the most famous. J.J. Abrams was there, like people. And I'm in a 2-for-1 suit, and I'm with Chris, and Chris can't get off his phone, and he's been playing it cool for school the entire time.
Of course.
And he's like,
I've
over
been here.
this.
Hey, been here, done that.
Been here once. So he's just doing that shit. And then they go, and next up, Undateable. And the camera comes to us because they're going to cut to me and Chris.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, Chris goes, all right. Okay. And I'm terrified because this is going to be on the big screen in
Right.
front of all these people. They don't know who I am. I've never seen the trailer. So I'm literally, Domino's is coming up.
Oh, God.
But,
Jesus.
I know, it was my mistake. I made a mistake. But he's going, adjusting, tie, bone. And then right before they're about to cut us, he goes, this is the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. Then they go, Brent and Chris. So that made me laugh. I look like a goofy fucking idiot. He gets a little laugh, and he goes, and terrified. And they
That's
did a bad
hilarious.
job with the trailer because you have no control comedically. So the trailer sucks. So Chris is going, and it's bad. It's bad. And he goes, J.J. Abrams is watching this.
Oh, that's
J.J.
so
Abrams
funny.
is watching this.
And why do they want you guys there for it? Like just representing, like here we're the faces of it.
Yeah, and
Is
it's
that-
also cool for the people like when they have advertisers. It's people in the Midwest who have car companies. You know, it's people
Right.
that these are family people. They're not in Hollywood, so this is a great moment for them to like rub elbows with the cast. You know, so it's an interesting thing where you have people that like so they can go to the party afterward and just go watch your show. You know, I live in Iowa and my daughter is. You know what I mean? So
okay.
And
it's
it-
like a good moment for these people
and
too.
Got it. And it kind of incentivizes them to like put their money up to advertise on the show, right? Is that
Everything's
kind of-
about money. So
yeah.
at the end of the day, we're just, you know, they used to have casts on stage from what I heard. That's what Conan
wow.
said. He said, because that was the weekend I actually got to hang out with Conan that first time, you know? And he was talking about like, yeah, they had these 6 kids once that were 25 and scared shitless. And they went up to Conan and was like, what should I do? Because Conan was hosting. He goes, you'll figure it out. You know, just be yourselves out there. And then he looked at like his manager and went, whoever that is in that show, they ain't going anywhere. And it turned out to be the cast of Friends.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, James
So let me
Spader's
ask
so
you this.
weird.
Did the 2-for-1 suit look like a 2-for-1 suit?
Let me tell you what happened with the 2-for-1 suit. So I get to the hotel, and a 2-for-1 suit, obviously not tailored. So I'm looking at myself, and I look horrible. And I'm going, I have to do a red carpet for the first time in my life. The hotel I'm in, because it's fancy, of course, they have tailors, like a mom and pop tailor. So I'm sitting in a 5-star hotel with a old like Yiddish woman tailoring the suit. You're all right. You'll have it by 6 a.m.
You're standing in the
tomorrow."
hotel room doing this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing that, and because we have to be up
shit.
at 6 a.m. for press and all that crap, and it's like we just left a gig in Texas, so there was no time, and I was like, this isn't gonna work, and they go, don't worry, we'll take care of you. The 2-for-1 suit cost me $340 for both, you know, which
I
is
know it's coming. I know it's coming.
the tailor was $780 for one of the suits, and I had about $330 in my bank account.
Oh,
so
man.
I
Shit.
actually had to ask our manager for
Wow.
money because I couldn't pay the bill.
That's amazing, though, that's because you're the new guy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy though, to be the star of a show and have no money.
I didn't
Hey,
have
that's how
anything.
it works.
It's wild.
Yeah.
That was a
fucking
crazy
romantic.
time.
I remember
That's
the
a
first
cool story.
the first suit I bought was one of those like men wear, like suit outlet type
Yeah.
spots, and it was a 2-for-1. And I just thought it was so cool. And then I saw pictures years later, and it just looked terrible. Shoulder pads out to here, you know. First time I ever had a custom tailored suit was when Russell and I went to India. When Russell Peters and I went to India, he goes, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna get you a suit because we just got invited to the GQ magazine Man of the Year party in India.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? And so I'm just thinking we're going to go to a suit store and pick up a suit. Dude, we went into this thing and they're fitting me and it's on all this stuff. And then they delivered it to our hotel like 3 or 4 days later, right? The day of the event. And man, when I tell you, it is a different fucking feeling with one of those suits on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a picture so you can
Yeah,
pop it on the
you
screen.
gotta-
Yeah,
put the
I know.
picture on
Yeah, I
this.
already was.
It was so Pimperoni Tony. That was my name when
Yeah.
I was wearing that suit. And I swear, when I posted that picture on Instagram, so many people were like, "Damn, that shit is fucking."
I know. I actually was.
There's
you're a
just
billionaire.
something about a custom tailored
And it was blue.
suit.
It was like bright blue.
Oh, bright blue.
Oof.
It was the
Brought
shit.
the eyes out.
Did you wear
And
Nikes
Russell,
with it?
as a gift, inside the lapel of the jacket, he stitched one of the punchlines to my jokes.
Which one was it?
Like it's
I remember you telling me about that.
was it upright position or dad mad or something like that.
I
One of
think it was
those.
upright position.
Yeah,
I think.
And then the cuffs of the shirt had my JC, my initials on it. Just unbelievable, man. It was yeah. There's no feel. It's
No.
a diff. You think a suit is a suit? No, man. When it's built for your body, they know how to cover up my. They know how to cover my donut. I had a V going. I'm like, my James fucking Bond. It was amazing, and then the pocket square matched
Yeah.
perfectly.
Man,
it
I think we all saw that on Instagram while you were away, and we were like, "What? the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Yeah. It was
just
very
no
like,
tie, white
just
shirt,
dope.
If he ran for
crisp
president,
ass
he'd
white
vote,
shoes.
You know, billionaire, dude. You look like a billionaire.
I fucking felt like one. And then you're on like this, and you're in a different kind. I literally felt like James Bond. I'm like, I'm at this huge event with these internationally famous Bollywood stars in India, and they're interviewing me, and I'm like, I'm James fucking Bond.
That's so good.
I was on all the interviews. They're like, and we have with us. I'm like, Collings, Jason Collins. But
No,
yeah,
it
that's
does.
a
It
good
changes. It changes the game.
feeling. I haven't worn that. I haven't had a reason to wear that thing since, but I can't wait.
got-
I hope I still.
You got to do a fucking. We should do like you should wear that to just a pod. Just wear it to.
But I'll
one
be
fucking
sitting. I gotta be
podcast. It'd
standing.
fun.
It is tough when you're sitting. I love suits.
Because when you're wearing a tailored suit and you sit down because it's
Oh,
the pants like are up
Yeah,
to
they
here,
go-
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because everything's pulled. You know?
We got to do something special for either like the 50th or the 100th, something like
do
that.
something. Hey,
We'll
give
do
me a reason to wear that suit. I'm
saying,
doing it.
yeah.
That's the thing. When you
When
get
the quarantine's over,
yeah.
Oh,
When you
wait.
get one, you need an excuse
Yeah.
to wear a suit. Like, because there was a time that people just wore suits, like the Mad Men
oh
era.
man,
I would
suits
love
with a
that.
fucking hat.
Ugh.
When
God,
fedoras
yeah,
were
those
cool.
hats.
Back
that
when
was a time.
fedoras were cool, because honestly, when I see a guy in a fedora now, I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing, man? It makes me want to do this in the back, like knock it off their head from the back, like get the fucking thing off your head. Fedora.
God, what if I showed up wearing a fedora?
You'd wear it so wrong too, because when you wear a fedora, you got to pull that bad boy down and put a little tilt on it. You would be literally back of the head guy
Yeah.
riding a fixed gear bicycle, delivery bag
Would I
on
be
your
riding it?
shoulder.
Yeah, we get it.
No,
You can't ride. We
yeah,
still. I just need a
you'd
bike
have to
pump, and
figure it
we're
out.
doing that for the Patreon.
Or not? Either way.
So scary.
So scary.
Either way. You know.
Hey, sign up for the Patreon because we're definitely going to teach Will how to ride a bike.
Yeah, I didn't know. he
There
was
will
actually
be
scared.
blood.
Yeah.
Probably.
Will
Probably.
looks. We were talking about this earlier, but Will, once
What's up?
again, people know about what's going on in his amazing
looks
apartment
amazing.
situation. He looks tan, and he comes in too happy.
You know what I think he's
now.
trying to do? I
What?
think he's trying, because of we are the Lion's Den.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to grow a lion's mane.
Yeah, I know.
that's what you're doing.
Oh, bummer. It's like, oh, there's so much of it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
see,
up and
man.
over
Oh,
and-
I want to
like,
punch
what do
you
I do?
so hard that
Go
your
ahead.
nose goes the other way. That's how hard.
Perfect.
You want to
Dude,
straighten it out?
dude, if my nose is perfect, I wouldn't even be
You know
here.
that I broke my nose in as a toddler. No, a little older. I can't remember how old I was, but I landed face first on some brick stairs. Did I talk about this before?
I don't think so.
No.
Broke my nose, right? Was a little crooked, and then I re-broke it, and it straightened it out.
Yep.
I wish that happened.
Yeah.
I did something to mine. I have a deviated septum. That's why I'm so nasally.
How did you get a deviated septum? Is that just a thing you were just born with? You just had it?
I don't know. It's the same thing you said once about imperfections, where one day during puberty or
Yeah,
something, your nose
it
got
just happened.
crooked.
Yeah.
I had moments where I definitely was hit with basketballs, baseballs, fists, punches, women, But so the nose has definitely taken turns. But just one day,
know
all
what
of a
that
sudden, it
whistle's
decided
gonna be.
to be like, so I'm going through puberty, and now my other nostril doesn't work. Like
Hey, Now you sound like Costanza.
Costanza. Can't stand you.
Oh,
What's your
yeah.
bit? Give me the gun.
Give me the gun. Yeah. I've been watching that too much. I got to stop doing it. Ugh.
Your old special?
No. Oh, no.
Imagine him
That would
high
be
as fuck.
So funny.
Just watching himself going,
That would be stupid.
I got to do this again.
Or we just walk in and he's watching us.
I
Like,
shouldn't
guys,
have
guys,
done that.
shh, 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 shh.
This is the best part.
This
This
is
is the best
great.
part.
Watch.
Yeah, this is the best part.
This is
This is
the
the
best
best part. Did you hear it? I'll rewind it. I'll rewind it.
I think that would make me quit.
Oh
If I had
my
to
God.
watch me.
I hate watching me.
stoned.
Oh.
Oh my God, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't do it. I don't know why you can't do it though. You look good.
Here, I catch myself doing things that I swear a lot. There's some sets online that I remember just crushing. Then I get home and watch the tape. I'm like, did I have to say fuck every other word? Then I say, do you know what I mean? A lot on stage. You know what I mean?
Really?
Hey man, I don't need that.
No, I'm
Yeah,
like,
asshole.
no, I'm
I
saying,
don't
no,
say
That's that thing
No,
again.
I'm doing that because I get what you're saying.
Oh, you're
I'm not like, yeah, you do that.
Oh, okay,
fucking
because that's how it came across.
idiot. No, it's like, I'm like, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
no.
need to fix so
You
many
need
things
to
about what I'm
fix
doing.
so
You
many
got to
things.
say, I
You
understand
get your
where you're
nose
coming
crooked about a
from.
lot of things.
Yeah, you need your nose straightened out. I know. Weird.
That's like a saying. Mine got his nose all crooked.
That's some
That
dad shit you would
motherfucker
say.
got a crooked
Yeah.
ass nose. I don't know why I did it that way.
I know, right?
But I don't notice that. I guess you're right. I mean, there's things.
And of course, there are certain things that I'm like, never gonna wear that on stage again.
Right? Like what? What have you
Just
worn?
certain pullovers where I'm like, oh, I look like I weigh a metric ton. Never wearing that again.
It is.
I have kids.
It is interesting. Like, there's certain comedians. Actually, when I asked you this question, and obviously Will doesn't have a problem with it. I've seen his TikTok, but
I don't know what
but-
this is about to be.
I'm so against ever watching something I'm in and all that. But then when I'm forced to do it, or if I do it, it's those things that I notice. And
Yep.
so, do you think just mentally, it's because there are things that I would do in Undateable season 1 where I was like, stop with your hands, and then
Right.
I fixed it in season 2. And what you're saying, you know what I mean? Like, so do you think it's worth the pain to watch yourself?
In the beginning, it is because
Yeah.
you could kill some bad habits early on. Like one of the bad habits that I had early on that Joe Coy pointed out, he would be like, hey, Jason, look at the fucking audience. I kept doing this.
Oh yeah.
And I wouldn't look straight on at the crowd when I first started, and that made a huge difference in my set. When I started looking at them, my confidence level went up
Really?
because it took me back to when I was teaching,
Ah.
Makes
and I'm
total
like,
sense.
I can't not look at you but if I'm looking at you and I'm engaging with you, and by the way, I'm so good. Everybody is like, oh my God, we love him. He's the supreme leader.
Supreme leader.
I had a
Yeah,
problem
like,
doing
hey,
that,
man.
making eye contact. That was a thing that was told to me, I think, maybe even by Joe at a haha day or something.
Maybe.
Like, I had something like that. Well, first, I couldn't stop pacing back and forth. So when I would tape my sets at the haha back in the day, you
just
couldn't
see 'em
see
real
me.
fast.
I just kept going in and out
His
of frame.
glimpses.
And then this is how fast I talk. And if you want to fucking do the thing, you want to make that was I'm lying on Care Bears. And they're like, what? And then, but yeah, once you look at an audience member, it's yeah, I guess maybe you're right.
You know what I would do?
Fuck.
Just to be creepy, I would just look at one person
Oh
in the
man,
eyes, in
that's
the eyes
always so weird.
for an hour, doing my whole set, looking in their eyes. Anyways, I have roommates.
Ugh.
that don't pay rent.
Oh my God, that would freak me out.
Dude, it's also so weird watching like old sets. It's brutal.
Oh,
I've seen like
yeah.
I've
brutal for
like,
me because I was 25 pounds
Yeah.
heavier.
Ugh,
Ugly.
it's so weird. In putting those,
Hilarious looking. You're still one of my favorite things I ever saw is you posted a tape. This is like back when I was even scared to call you to do Lethal Action, like those days.
Yeah.
And you were walking on the improv stage and you got up and you did this dance to open your set, like that thing you would do.
And I was so big. And I
Yeah,
started
but you were
doing-
so big, it was so funny.
They would
That's how
bring
you
me up to
opened
some
up.
dope song, and I would get out there and I would just start going like this.
And it killed me.
You know when you don't know what to do when you're first doing stand up? How do I start?
Yeah.
What do I do?
wait,
I need to engage the audience, so maybe I got to do a little thing and then go. Anyways, I'm here now.
Yeah.
When they're already there waiting for you to
Oh, it
talk.
was so perfect though, because it segued perfect into you doing the gay cop and all that shit. So it was just, I just remember
Yes,
watching.
I had a
go,
bit about a
"This
gay
guy's
cop back in the day.
I go, this guy's a pro. Like I was
Yeah.
like, he's
That's
got
so
everybody.
funny, and I'd been doing it for 4 months.
man.
That's crazy. Yeah, but being fat and doing that is why I think it was so funny. Like, I'm being honest.
Our boy Aurelio.
Yeah.
Whenever I post like a flashback photo of when I was heavier, he always comments, "I miss Fat Jason."
It's kind of hurtful though.
Yeah, I'm an asshole now.
So
Because I got hot, you know what I mean? And when you're a hot guy,
got hot.
when you're a fucking hot guy, you got to be a dick to everybody. Everybody knows that.
I know.
You got to be
Definitely.
an asshole to people for them to love you.
Well, you got to keep them at a distance.
Yeah.
They're ugly. They're ugly.
Got to keep them wanting you to be nice to him.
Yeah, dude.
One day he'll be nice to me. Like, fuck you, fucker. And then all of a sudden, best friends.
Look, this is coming from the Handsome Podcast, you know? This is us. No more podcast.
Are we the handsome podcast? We used to be.
I think
then
quarantine
Brent
kind
grew
of,
a mustache. I'm
this
just kidding.
this is getting shaved. I have to the 15th.
Let it grow long. Wilford Brimley.
Well, everything around it now. Oh, Wilford Brimley.
Diabetes. And you get to talk about diabetes.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
It's like a walrus, that man. He's like a fucking walrus. How you feeling? Got a little acid reflux going from that.
Well, it's like the fluctuation of this quarantine mixed with the fact that they're like probably won't shoot till August. I was like, well, then I think it's time to act like I'm in college. And instead, I'm 34 and I'm having dairy nightmares at night. I think I'm lactose intolerant.
Yo, you get to a point where if you eat too much bad food, you have nightmares.
Nightmares.
And if I eat too late, I have nightmares.
Mm-hmm. I was having really trippy nightmares, waking up like every 3 hours. Yeah, you don't. Shut up.
I never have nightmares. I haven't had a nightmare in
What is
so
up
long.
with your life? I never have nightmares.
Seriously. I don't know what it is.
I sleep.
I just never.
I sleep on a
never-
pillow of happiness every night.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't have night? You've never had a nightmare?
No, of course I have, but it's been years.
You just love it.
No, actually, this happened one time. Oh fuck, I forgot about this. I was living with my ex at this point, and at one point I woke up in the middle of the night, and I swear to God, I thought that there was a being like on her side, like something was. I was like, there's something there, and I stood up, and I knew I was like, oh, I got to protect her because I'm the guy. You know what I mean? Even though you look at me and it's like, what's
Then
he
you got
protecting?
closer and it was me
Yeah, right. Hey man, get out of here. No, but
in the middle of something, man.
yeah. It was so, and I was just standing over the bed, and I was so scared that I couldn't say anything, and she woke up just looking at me, and I was just looking over like,
Oh, your apartment was haunted.
and she was like, what? I was like, no, don't say anything. I mean, it was like I was like awake but asleep.
And you could still see it.
It was so I was so scared to look under the bed. I was like, I have to look. But
You
it
were
was
a
so it was
sleepwake.
so scary.
You were
That was
asleep.
the only time in years I've had something like that. But that was wild. She was like so scared.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
scared the shit
what
out of
are you
her.
Oh, you don't even know.
And then she
we
moved
now
out.
we both are just scared for no reason. We're both like
Oh, weird.
trying to go back to sleep.
When you said a being, I saw it.
Dude,
just
it
like
was
a
something.
Being.
It was something. I was like, something is here, and we are under attack. I don't know
We
what
are
it is,
under attack.
but
What
I
were you
have
gonna-
to
what
protect
would you have done
her.
if it was a real attack? What would you have done?
I go, stop! I go,
run!
stop it! Go away!
Yeah, what what
Nothing.
he would do.
Throws her off the bed. Move, bitch.
I mean, that's what I always said that. Like, even if I was living with a girl, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna protect. Who am I gonna protect?
Instinct
You know
will
what I mean?
kick in, dude.
Yeah, well, remember you were just talking. You freaked me out. I don't know if we mentioned on this podcast where your neighbor, who was a retired cop, right? Had
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
just
yeah.
standing in his place.
Yeah, he got home and somebody was just in his house, standing there. They went in through the side door, so when him and his son walked in the front door, he was just standing in the kitchen.
Who?
Oh,
Just a
Some
person?
homeless guy.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
scariest thing.
yeah,
That's the scariest.
And
I
this
can't
is
think of
during
anything.
quarantine. By
I'd
the
have
way.
just rushed him. That's like
Yeah.
instinct.
Would you
kick.
have?
Yeah, you're in my house.
You would have rushed him. What if he
Rushed
had?
him.
What if he like
That's
had like a
cool.
weapon?
If he had a weapon drawn on me, I would have rushed him. But
Well,
if the
yeah,
guy's
yeah,
just
yeah,
standing there looking homeless,
what would you have done? What's your
gonna
first
get
move?
your
You
ass
rush at
kicked. I don't
someone. What was your
fucking
first
know.
move?
I don't know. You can't plan
It's
for
tough.
stuff like that because I don't know how he's gonna react.
Yeah.
But I would definitely make moves to get him out of my house.
Fuck yeah! Oh, you throw him through the window.
Yeah.
You'd be like, and bye bye.
Well, Jason said that, and then was like, "Anyway, enjoy quarantine by yourself," and then just left. So then I kept having these things, especially if I have an edible, where I'm like,
Oh yeah.
it's like my dog before he died, where he just was always looking at shit.
And then
You were
what
like,
if he called
"What are
me and
you
go,
looking
Jason, I'm having a hard. And all I said was, yeah, just don't look in the corners, and hung up again.
I mean, he scared the shit out because that's the fear I have. It's not aliens anymore, like when I was a kid. It's like,
Well, it's the real shit you got to be afraid of.
Like, what if some dude just walked in during quarantine? He knows my house. He's like, fucking.
Yeah.
I left something open, and then he goes, "All right." My fear is that it's just some tall dude who gets up. It's like, what was that movie that Christopher Walken was in back in the day? It was a scary movie. It was
With aliens?
no, because there was Exorcist, and then there was he was in, and there's a scene in the trailer where he's behind the door. I know it was him.
And he's going, I see you there.
I think
I know you. Well, and one of my mom's favorite movies.
Try to look it up.
no, it wasn't Poltergeist.
It's. I think it's where he got abducted by aliens.
Oh, you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the light city, something light.
No.
No,
What if we did this for a half hour? Just the rest of the time.
Christopher Walken.
The trailer
figure
for,
out.
but this is all I think about. Yeah, go
What was the
down.
movie? Yeah. How long ago are we talking?
Oh, long ago. It was around the time Exorcism was out.
Oh,
Because-
80 something?
No,
80s?
that'd be like early 80s. Dead Zone.
Was it Dead Zone?
Yeah, Dead Zone.
Where's Dead Zone? Oh, Dead Zone.
Boom. Is it Dead Zone?
Was it Dead? I don't know. What is
What's the other one where he was?
horror, like,
Go to the list
devil
again.
thing.
This is a horror.
Oh, it is? Maybe
Yeah.
it is
It said horror
I think
sci-fi.
they had sequels to this, though.
I don't know.
Keep going down because we're still in the 80s. God damn it.
Oh man, I wish I could remember the name of that movie.
City.
I don't know.
Keep going down, though.
Well, now we're in like the 60s and 50s.
Yeah, that's okay. You know,
God,
if he
Walken's
was
been
Christopher
on-
Columbus,
Oh
never
God,
got
we
married.
would I mean,
I think we should
Wait,
turn
what do you
yeah,
say?
there's nothing here.
I think you're right. Maybe it is Dead Zone.
Dead
Is Dead Zone
Zone.
a Stephen King book?
You know what's funny is no podcast has said Stephen King as much as
Hold
we've
on.
said this on this
Close
podcast.
range, close range.
We've said Stephen King has come up 15 times, I think.
Why am I so... Maybe... Heaven's Gate? No, that's not it. I don't know. There was
All right.
one image in the trailer. I don't know if we could have shown it's in the beginning where he's behind the frame, but he's a tall guy.
Oh,
You know, and he just... And it's one of those things. So my biggest fear is, like, I'm alone in this house, and I'm just like... Did I close that door? And then I'm just thinking, what if a tall dude just walked in calm? Like, that's what scares me more. If somebody walks in my house calm, then I'm
I
terrified.
gotta call my mom and ask her the name of that movie.
You might be right.
You have to
It might be that.
check like behind things.
I feel like it was the same.
Always.
I always have to check.
I feel like it was
yeah.
the same as the same time as Exorcist was a hit, and Poltergeist wasn't Stigmata. That was a 90s.
Wait, Jason, where are you?
disaster.
What's happening?
Right here.
Oh,
What was
worry.
it? Was I wrong? Was it not?
what if you let?
Was it not Christopher Walken?
the fuck did you let?
You just hear the door.
Yeah.
Was that a
don't
fart
know.
noise or a car noise?
Either way. Who are we calling? Your mom?
My mom.
Nice.
Played like a
We haven't
weird.
done a call on the podcast before. This is a good idea.
Hello.
Hey mom, it's me. You're on the podcast right now.
Oh, I love her.
I got a question for you. We're trying to remember the movie. The Christopher Walken movie where he was abducted by aliens.
Yes.
You are the one that told me about that movie.
Yes. Oh,
Is it Dead Zone?
No.
Which one
By
is it?
Whitley Strieber.
See?
It's a book by Whitley Strieber.
See, she knows things.
Shoot the sun down.
No, it's something
I
light.
can't think of the name of the movie,
God,
but
and
I
it's
can-
scary.
Eye in the sky? No, light.
No.
Something sky.
We'll figure it out. It's not on his list of movies, but it was
Well, it
Christopher.
probably is. We just don't know what it is.
It was Christopher Walken. No, if I saw it, I'd remember it.
Oh.
Yes, it was Christopher Walken, and
Whitley-
it was a book by Whitley Strieber. And if you look up Whitley Strieber, you might be able to get his list.
I want to know the name of that so bad. It's on the. I mean, it's not even important, but it's just on the. It's one of those things I need to know
I know
now.
this is so like.
There it is. There it is. Communion.
That's it.
That's it. Communion.
Nice.
Oh, mommy, I love you.
Love you more.
Say hi to everybody real quick, to the listeners.
Hi, everybody, real quick to the listeners.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
That was wow, she killed that.
Communion.
She's great. Yeah, see that we're on two different pages, but
But there's some scary parts in there where he could. I know you. I see you there. I see you there. There's a scene where he keeps saying that.
Maybe I'll watch that. I got to stop watching shit that scares me when I'm home.
Right. Everybody always asks, "Are you afraid of ghosts? Are you afraid of ghosts?" No, because they're not alive. It's the live ones you got to be afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of a raccoon than a ghost.
Yeah, because they have little hands.
They have, little,
Scary as
they have
shit.
little human-like hands.
Yeah, no animal should
Oh.
have that type of hands. Just choke you. Weirdest way to die ever.
Imagine that, dude. The fucking autopsy, we found a raccoon prints on his neck.
Yeah. Just dragging. No. My hair.
You'd let it too. He would just go like this.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
raccoon is taking me.
Yeah.
Raccoon.
Stop,
the raccoon.
Say it like a rich kid.
Raccoon. Raccoon. All
The
his
little
neighbors-
bandit.
All his neighbors by the pool with their margaritas, having a great time. Like, man, this is the best time ever. Who's saying raccoon?
keeps
Is that a
yelling
band?
I'm just being
Raccoon for
attacked.
no reason.
Ah.
You're hurting me slightly.
Dude, you ever seen a raccoon all white?
No.
Whoa,
Yeah, in my
dude.
nightmares.
Look
It's
that up.
such a
Right,
weird
look
looking
that
thing.
up.
It doesn't look like a raccoon, and you are fooled by their bandit coloring around their eyes
Yeah.
that you don't really know what they're. Look at that thing.
Ugh. Nope.
It's a giant rat.
Look at those fucking hands, bro.
That's
Oh
the
my
freaky
God.
He
shit.
could like paint.
That looks like Splinter.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Ninja
is that?
Turtles.
It looks
does
kind of
look like
friendly, like a cute polar, like a skinny
Yeah,
polar bear.
right.
Is that a raccoon right there?
This guy.
It's like a dog. I think
Ew.
that's
one.
Oh,
look at
no
this thing.
thanks. Oh,
What is that? That's
that's a
That's-
mythical beast.
Hey, do me a favor, Will.
Yeah.
Save the one next to the one you're on, right to the my right, your left, I think.
I have no idea.
Go up.
Right, no, the two fat ones.
This guy.
Yeah, that's how me and Jason feel in this podcast. Save that one.
Damn.
That's how
That
I
should
feel
be the
right
picture
now.
for this episode.
Oof, shouldn't have
Yeah.
eaten that pizza. And you're like, ooh, that pasta really got me.
Couple of chubby raccoons.
Oh man, look at them though. They love each other. You know what?
It is cute.
In the raccoon world, hey, no color lines.
Yeah, you know
Yes.
what? You're right.
Cultural unity. And I'm in the back. Hey guys, what are you talking about?
Some woke,
Some woke
some
ass
woke
squirrel.
ass fucking
Raccoons.
raccoons.
All right. Well,
Don't raccoons look like
Raccoon.
they've been through some shit? Like there's some wise
it's
shit
like
in their eyes?
Just freaking me out.
What
I'm getting out of
raccoons?
this. I'm getting out of this.
Why? Is
Raccoons?
because they're
I just
rodents.
don't like. They're just so slimy, and they can
They're
just
not.
kind of run up.
Raccoons
and
are
I
not
feel like-
slimy.
I feel like
What is it? A
I feel
lizard?
like raccoons are like no, but they're just kind of like weaselly. Like I feel like they would run at you.
Weaselly, yeah.
They'd go, come
They
here.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
Raccoons.
That's why it's
Raccoons will
terrifying.
be.
We're all just saying raccoons.
It's
They
raccoons.
are. They can be pretty aggressive.
I don't.
They
They're
can be
scary.
aggressive.
Yeah. If I was in the car and someone was out,
And
I
they
would
like
just wait for
they
him.
roll up on you like gangster too. Like
Yeah, just eating snacks.
I got
And they're just
shit
like,
the other those other rodents
no.
don't have.
No.
I got fingers.
yo, I can grab you.
Oh, he can just
With
open
my
your
little
car,
raccoon
open your
fingers.
car door and be like, "Come here."
Oh, dude.
Terrifying.
Bears can do that shit. Bears can
Oh
be like,
well, that's. By the way, nothing scarier than
here,
this.
here's a bear.
That's fucking so scary.
You want me to freak you out? Raccoon, can you get out of my house?
I know.
Watch this.
Dude, I'm gonna
I
go
just
down.
picked up a remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
it's so
All right,
scary.
man.
Hey,
win.
guess what, Brent? We're watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Again?
And it just turns into a buddy movie.
Me and my raccoon. Me and my raccoon. Damn.
Oh man. All right, you want to do a couple emails?
Sure.
What? I hope they're all raccoon themed.
Raccoon.
man.
All right, we had a follow up email about the trolley thing we talked about. The trolley.
Oh, is this the same
problem.
guy, though?
Oh,
No,
right.
I don't-
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
The
think
trolley
so.
problem that we were like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're both be like, fuck this thing.
their solutions.
Go ahead.
I
Let's
don't
hear
know.
it.
Yeah, so Trolley Tribulations. This is from Mike Giemond. Keeping it short and sweet. Would flip the so the I mean, do we explain it? Background.
Nah,
People
fuck
missed it.
If they listen, they listen.
Whatever. Keeping it short and sweet. Would flip the lever back and forth until there's a malfunction that causes the trolley to go straight down the middle, avoiding everyone, or probably killing everyone. I just realized not the best solution. Like you guys, I mean, bombing. Like you guys said, it's a situation that traps you in its rules and therefore not as realistic as it could be. Glad
Thank
to
you.
see you're all still well, making us all feel a lot better with each episode.
You got
so,
it. Mike?
Yeah, Mike is kind of fucking.
Thanks, Mike.
I like how he
I
kind of
like
went
you
for
figured
it
it out.
and then was
I'm
like,
just gonna break
actually,
the trolley. I'm gonna
because we
break the trolley.
We kind of did that. What was he gonna do?
I'm gonna break the trolley.
Breaking the trolley.
Break
That's
the
what you call
trolley.
fucking.
That's your code for fucking dude.
You trying to break the
Oh
trolley
man,
tonight?
I'll be in the bathroom breaking the trolley.
And break that trolley, baby.
Why are you bringing the iPad into the bathroom with you? I'm just. I'm gonna break the trolley while I'm in there. So.
All right. Well,
Bang, bang, bang with the trolley. Sorry.
all right. Well, thanks,
Mike.
He could tell in that email his argument fell on its face. He goes, I break it until it just goes straight. But on the straight track is 5 people. For the people that don't know it, basically really lightly explain it. 5 people are tied. No, I'll do it
kidding,
quick.
I'm kidding,
5
I'm
people
kidding.
are 5 people are tied to a track, and you have the option of a lever that if you pull the lever, then you'll kill one person on a separate track. So you can either kill 5 or 1. That's just basically what it was.
Yep.
But he's gonna
doesn't
bang,
know.
bang, bang with the
That's
trolley.
great.
We're gonna end up fucking jerking off everywhere. All right, we have another silly one here. This is remember Sheila Mother.
I keep
Yes.
looking. I gotta
Remember
stop
that
looking.
name?
Sheila
Yes.
Mother.
So
Sheila.
This is a great subject line. Is Sheila Mother Return to Miami? Best movie ever.
Miami.
So again, it says her name is actually Sheila Muthy or Mother. It's MU-THE. Mother. Sheila Mother. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, love you guys. Been a fan since day one. Actually watched the day it was posted. Awesome. My name is not Sheila Mother. It is Sheila Mother.
Hello, Sheila Mother.
It's
Dope.
right there, right?
Yeah. Don't worry if you don't ever get
Mutha.
it. No one does.
Mutha.
No questions here. Walking across the street listening to the pod. Cracked my neighbor up as I tripped. She watched me. We now listen together. Bringing more people to the pride. Thanks for everything.
Nice.
It's like you tripped and
great.
was,
Yes.
somehow the neighbor got involved. I thought that was funny.
I love that.
Love that.
Remember you talked about that tripping on giving shit
yep.
to your brother, or was that on the Patreon we did that?
We did. We talked about it on the Patreon. If you want to hear an interview with my brother, that's where to go to get it.
Go there.
We got a comedy question
Go for it.
from Donovan Mooney.
He's got his
Good
own
name.
little thing down there too. Huh?
Yeah, well, still looking at the screen, so that's cool.
Sorry,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Jason
I
Brennan
told you it's
Will.
hard.
No, I'm kidding.
It's hard for me not to.
Hey, Jason Brennan Will. First off, thank you for reading my last email. Thank you for reading my last email and scatting some big boy crew. It made my day. I don't remember that, but I wanted to ask all of you 2 comedy questions. I have tried stand-up at a small local club twice this year. First time I got 2 or 3 chuckles, and the second was complete silence. Yeah, sounds about right.
Bombed. And also, sad.
Yeah. I've held off going back until I feel I have enough material to run with, but every time I get an idea for a joke, it's only a single line or 2. How do you expand on some ideas in order to create a fuller premise? Is there some process that you both do? So that's the first question, Sweet Names.
I hate saying this, but we're born with it. You just really are.
There is a
If you
thing of
could
it, yeah.
find a way to talk about something for more than one line, in other words, okay, if you can't seem to come up with anything else after a line, you're in the wrong business.
You could write monologue jokes. Like, you could be a good joke writer.
Yeah,
like,
one-liners. You could do a one-liner. You could be a one-liner comic.
that's hard. That's not art. Yeah, I can't do that.
Imagine doing one-liners for an hour.
I can't imagine.
Who used to
yeah.
do that, though, that was so good? There
You
was
know who's
the,
amazing at one-liners is Fraser Smith.
Yeah.
Who we
Yeah, he is.
love. Fraser Smith. We got to go on Fraser's radio program. by the
Oh,
way.
that's right. Is he still doing it right now?
KLOS every Sunday.
Oh, nice.
And Fraser's whole act is these hilarious one-liners.
So funny.
Hilarious one-liners. Like he had that one bit about Snoop Dogg had the Cadillac and they called it the Snoop DeVille. And he goes, I think other rappers should do that. You know, and Honda Prey Ludacris.
What I like about Frasier is he is so topical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
he comes up with these one-liners. And so if you're a one-liner comic, then do that. But for the other thing, like, Jay's not wrong, but less
Cynical.
thing. Well, I'll just say
Less
this.
smooth bully.
We're fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
So we're crazy people. So our minds are going to be thinking about shit that expands to a point of raccoons watching TV and
Watching
you
crap.
know, and bang bang the trolley. I mean, our minds are going to go to places that you know, just keep
Says he's-
talking.
Also, it says he's talking with a little energy. There.
Well, I didn't get to that part yet. God damn it, guys.
Sorry,
Well,
get to the part.
How about this then, Will?
Read the whole thing.
I was gonna do part 1 and then part 2 after. I didn't want
is this what you're gonna do?
I didn't want to be like, here's 5 questions.
Was this part 1 up here and then part 2?
Yeah.
Does it say part 1 and part 2 on this?
Oh, but
email?
I
I
can't see
am
that.
guiding it though. I know what I'm
All right,
doing.
go ahead, go
You
ahead.
pieces of shit. Fuck this show.
God, he's gotten
I like that
cocky
he says,
since-
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Kinda. Go ahead.
Guy literally goes, "This is weird. I can't figure out the audio every time we start the show." But okay.
And then I'm like, Phil. Oh, philosophy. All right. Anyways, yeah. What the fuck were you talking about? Oh, and I guess, yeah, that answers that. Next one. Also, I was on stage. I'd be so focused on remembering subject points that I'd find myself talking with barely any energy. I know that comes with practice, but do you have any advice on how to loosen up on stage?
Yeah, that's what you just said. He answered his own question. Comes with practice.
Yeah.
The best way to get loose on stage is to just keep getting on
Yeah.
stage.
Keep doing
That's
it.
all you got to do. Just keep doing it over and over again until the stage is just as comfortable as your living room to
Yeah.
you. I bet you're funny in your living room with your friends. You got to get to a point in your act where the stage is just as comfortable as your living room. And the only way to do that is to spend a lot of time in that on stage.
Yeah.
Also, he's worried. I wouldn't worry about the joke structure as much. Just do it a bunch because you're gonna bomb the whole time. So
Gonna.
just, who cares? Just get up and do
Gonna
it.
bomb.
Keep doing it.
It's good to ask
That
questions.
stage is going to be
Yeah.
Hiroshima when you're up there.
Yeah.
Bombs.
I will say though, I do appreciate Donovan asking questions.
Totally.
Unlike Will, but you know
do you
that's a
mean?
good thing. You know.
That was my will.
That was a good will.
And
Was that a dolphin? Yeah. All right.
And
well,
you could do a dolphin. Whatever, dude.
it's a very
Jesus
animal.
Christ, how are you not on SNL?
you know why? Here's why. 49 years old.
Fuck that, dude. One
The
with
old-
Daryl
what was-
Hammond got on at what 40? Like they used to
What was
have
the oldest?
people on.
What's the? I wonder what the oldest cast member is to become a new cast member.
Oh,
I think it's
don't
40.
know.
I mean, how old was Will Ferrell? He was pretty.
Nah, he was
62?
Google that for a second. Who's the oldest?
Late 20s.
Will Ferrell was late 20s.
I think so.
He looked like he was in his like late 30s.
Ooh, sorry, Will, if you're listening.
Oh, Leslie.
Leslie
oh
Jones.
yeah.
Oh,
That makes
Jones.
sense.
47.
Yeah.
No shit. Good for her. Remember how happy we were when she got that in
Yeah.
the store?
First time I ever went to the Comedy Store as a fan, she fucking ripped me apart in the audience. Leslie Jones just gave me so
Really?
much shit. Oh yeah, I was wearing like a cardigan thing.
Oh, my
and she was
God.
like ripping me apart. It was so funny.
Do you remember what she said?
I think she was like, oh, so she's making fun of this cardigan I was wearing. She
was
This
yelling
is like
at you, too.
5-6 years ago when I visited LA, and then I was by myself because I was a fan of comedy. I was sitting next to like a girl, and she was like, "Hey, you with this guy?" And we're both like, "No." And she's like, "Yeah, probably because you're wearing that fucking sweater." And everyone was like, "Oh!" And I was like, ha, ha,
Alone,
ha, ha,
alone
ha,
by
ha.
himself visiting.
Yeah. Oh, for real. Yeah. I was like, "Should I move to LA?" And Leslie Jones is like, "Fuck you." And I'm like, "Maybe not." Anyways. We got one more comedy question here from
bang,
Kevin
bang on the
Lozansky.
trolley.
He sent us a couple of comedy. He's good at these comedy questions. He sent us a couple good ones.
He really wants to do stand up, huh?
Yeah, man. Hey, stop sending us emails and get on stage.
Yeah, we can't now.
I know. I'm kidding. I know.
No, you're not. You're
You know
rude.
when dude.
So insensitive.
Yeah, he's so
Yeah, because
rude.
it's funny. You can't be like, oh, he's so
It's our
endearing.
fault. We put him in a corner. and we
know, I know.
Yeah, I'm
Nobody puts-
literally in a corner, just
Nobody puts baby in a
defending
corner.
myself the whole time.
baby in a corner. Nice.
All right, I'm getting fired up. He says, "Hey guys, not going to say anything unnecessary aside from this to try not to piss Will off." I'm sorry, it doesn't really piss me off. It's just me reading out loud.
That
for
was
so
perfect
long.
timing.
love
That
it.
was really. I did not do it on purpose.
that's great.
As Will would say on the podcast, love the pod, yada yada. Let's get to the good part. Yeah, you're not wrong. I really wish you guys had started the podcast years ago, which actually led me to the following question for you all.
Yeah.
If you could go back to any point in time in your career, knowing what you know now, is there anything you would do different?
Yeah.
So many. That's a long fucking
This is
list.
Mufasa, by the way, so shout out to this guy.
Oh,
That's a
fuck
long list of.
Yeah.
Hey, let me think of all the things I do. All of it. Everything.
I mean, there are things to do different, but there's also.
I would have started
things-
younger.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that from you.
I would have definitely started younger. I would have. I would have avoided some. I would have avoided some certain gigs out of town to stay in town a little bit more, and be seen a little bit more. I would have gone to the Comedy Store earlier and tried to do that whole thing earlier than 2013. And I mean, there's so many. That's a hard question.
It is hard.
It's also something that it's. I battle with that question a lot too. Where I'm thinking, man, did I miss some shot of something for a movie or this or that? And the thing is, though, like we're the comics we are, and I'm happy with the comedian I am.
Yeah, same.
And so, for anything that I may have regret not doing or passing up or fucking up or whatever, I wouldn't get this.
Yeah.
And I actually like this as an artist. So I'll keep that and not kill myself with the things I can't
And I do
control.
believe that a lot of the bigger things happen when they're supposed to happen. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, you know?
I will tell him he's a big regret and should have done the podcast 4 years ago.
Yeah, we should have. We definitely should have started this podcast 4 fucking years
So
ago.
that I would say I'm a little regretful,
Yeah.
but I'm having fun doing it now.
Yeah.
So
It was meant
you
to
know.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
So thanks, asshole.
Cool.
We have to think about our regrets.
It's hilarious.
Jason has a 40-minute drive home. He's going to be stuck thinking about his regrets the entire ride now.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Oh man. All right.
Thank you, though.
This next one's from Michaela Rodriguez. Michaela from Buenos Aires.
Buenos
She's
Aires.
there now in Buenos Aires?
We'll find out.
Wow.
Hello, mi nombre es Michaela. Nací en Uruguay, pero vivo en Argentina. This whole thing is in Spanish. It's so funny. Los cinco. Let's try to. Okay, how well do you guys know Spanish?
A little bit.
Okay, we're gonna try to translate because I saw this earlier. Let's just try to translate what she's saying. Okay, so
Hello, my name is Michaela.
yep. Nací en Uruguay, pero vivo en Argentina. What does that mean?
She nací en Uruguay,
But maybe she's from Uruguay but live in Argentina.
pero no.
It's a long
yeah.
name also.
Pedro's like 4. So
Los
she
Cigos-
lived
can't-
in Argentina and is a fan of Brent.
Yep,
That's
she's
what I
a
said.
fan of Brent.
Oh, all right, we're going to
Also a
Los
fan
Sigo
of Chris. Also
Jason.
Jason and Whitney.
All right, hold on. Let's.
Okay.
All right. Acá estamos en 40 y ustedes alegran todos mis días. Los veo todo el tiempo. I got nothing for that. Acá estamos en maybe quarantine. And you guys
Specials
make
on
my day?
Netflix.
Oh, you guys are way ahead of me. All right, we're all over the place. I don't know.
We don't know how to read this, Michaela.
I know, but that was the fun. I was going to try to translate it, but you guys are just reading it silently to yourself.
Well, 'cause I
Jesus,
wanna
can you
do-
translate it on the computer?
I was trying to do a thing where we try to figure out ourselves.
I don't
like
want to
three
do
idiots.
that.
All right,
All
let's
right.
see.
All of a
Translate
sudden,
Tim
Will's
did
got
the
us
whole
taking
thing.
Spanish classes.
Yeah, that was the fun. I'll just fucking
And
translate
4,
it. I
I would
guess.
love to see him live in concert. It's incredible. His humor.
Who?
Hasta Will. Jaja, I don't know that thing. Instead of
I can piece
they
this
tour.
together mostly.
Hopefully you can do a tour of my country. Tango, like at my house, I sit there and laugh. And how are you not processing that I'm making this up? So let's just type it into.
how long you can go.
I was gonna say that was good, man.
I actually thought you.
I
had
think
me
I'm
going for a second.
on.
It's you can kind of piece it together because I read some of it last night. I was like, oh, I can kind of, and I was gonna come in
yeah, you
and
did.
try to translate, but you guys were like, fuck that
Wow,
idea.
This is how advanced it is. When I used to cheat in high school, it was way harder than this.
All right. Whoop! Did it
Oh.
wrong. Did it wrong.
Why did you put it in Spanish? It's
Because
supposed
I
to be
am
in
an
English.
idiot. I don't know. Hold on.
Thank you.
All right.
There we go.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Michaela. I was born in Uruguay but live in
got that
Argentina.
right.
I follow them and I'm a fan of Brent. Well, we didn't really, but I also love Chris, Jason, and Whitney. Here we are in quarantine and you cheer up all my days. I see you all the time. And also the Netflix specials. If I would travel just to go meet them. I mean, again, this is going to be a little off. They seem incredible human beings.
Thank you.
I'm thinking she says unless.
Till Will, I was right there. Ha,
Yeah.
ja, ja, ja.
So like other than Will, or you could take a tour of South America. I take place at home. I don't know what that means. And there are no killer bees here. Funny.
Nice.
As for the question from the last podcast, if I can't stop the train, if I can't stop the
okay.
train and my only option are to kill one person or 5, I know that I could not live with the other option. I jump ahead of the train to stop it, only I die. Wow. Except 6 lives. I love you and I can't, and I wait for you as if it was my time to see my friends. Will, sorry for the long email. God damn, I'm sorry everyone. I'm what a dick I am. It's really not that big of a deal. You can write whatever you want. And for having to translate my English into a whatever.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
so-
Mika.
So yeah,
I added
shout
a
out
lot
to you.
of-
By the way, I love the confidence in writing an entire email in Spanish.
That's
like,
amazing.
Like we would,
great.
it's cool. I appreciate that. Like,
Well,
hey,
also, we have people in fucking South America
I love it.
listening to
That's
us.
so
yeah,
great.
really cool. So she
I
basically
also
said,
added so many compliments to myself when I was translating. I truly was
Jason
trying.
and Willard was whatever, but Brent's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
So-
I watch Brent every day. She said
wow.
none
so
of
she
that.
basically said that the trolley thing, she jumps in front of it, kills
She
herself, to save
sacrificed
everybody.
herself.
Wow, that's
To
a
save
whole-
everyone.
Yeah, wow.
6 lives. She saved 6 lives for 1.
Would you though?
No, she wouldn't.
You know, would you really jump in front of the trolley?
No, it's an easy thing to say. It's
Only
like,
it depends on who's tied to the tracks.
we never brought that up. Who's on the tracks?
If it's my fucking family,
Yeah.
I'm jumping.
No.
Yeah. Peace.
Oh, that I didn't mean to laugh it down, but the way you said my fucking family, I thought you were gonna make some cruel joke.
You're gonna stop me? No.
All right.
Man, it's that easy to cheat now, huh?
Wow.
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
What did you typed in translate Google?
Yeah,
That's so
Google
quick
Translate
now.
or whatever. Fuck.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Dude, that was talk about the only class I cheated in school. Spanish was the only one I consistently cheated because I was like, this is.
Cheated at everything.
Spanish is pretty easy to figure out, though.
Yeah, it can.
I mean,
be.
you saw how quickly I just did it.
Did you? I was trying to do it, and you guys were like,
Which
"Fuck
my
this,
wife's
translate
gonna-
it."
Yeah, your wife's
Elaine
Spanish. I
speaks
figured you would.
All right, we got a Mufasa member here. Is the last email. I mean, we kind of have to because the subject line is "Read this, you dicks."
Okay.
We'll see. You may be about to get fucking clapped back, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
and her name is in caps
Yeah.
for everybody. To
Sarah
get.
Newberger is coming in hot. Let's see what she actually says. I think
in
it's.
hot
I believe
day
it's
to day.
I know Sarah.
complimentary.
I know
believe it's-
a Newberger too.
We
right?
know Sarah.
Yeah.
Hey, you talented sons of bitches, coming in hot. Proud Mufasa member here, and I drive 5 hours to see you every time you come to DC.
Boom.
Even though Brent makes me pose for multiple prom pictures at the end of meet and greets afterwards, when I'm clearly super gay and obviously don't want to be creepy, have creepy men hands on me. Nice going,
What?
Brent. Nice going, Brent.
All right.
I gotta say, this is the most anticipated podcast of my life, and Jason is a fucking god for talking to you guys into it. I am the biggest fan, and since there's no tier higher than Mufasa, I'm going to shower you guys with gifts of appreciation, or you can just Venmo us money. Either way, I'm not sure if you all realize the impact you are having on our lives. You guys make me laugh so goddamn hard every time, and trust me when I say I've seen everyone live, as comedy shows are my favorite pastime. But my pastime has been taken away. I have been moved to a midnight shift at a shipyard in Virginia where I build aircraft carriers, and our world has been turned so upside down it's hardly recognizable. The only thing that keeps me going is laughter. So as a giant thank you, I highly recommend you get to the post office. There's a package for you at the front desk. And then stop at the liquor store and tobacco shop on the way home, winky face. Thank you so much for all you were doing, and I cannot wait to see you again. Don't try to pronounce my name, Will. You're just going to fuck it up.
Newberger.
Number one fan, Sarah Newberger.
Sarah, thank you so
That's
much. I
great.
love that email.
That was great.
Really
Except,
And
why are my hands creepy?
Well, they are kind of
I don't
creepy.
know, are they?
I don't think they're that creepy.
When they creep all over a girl, they are.
My pinkies are creepy.
Yeah, you got creepy pinkies.
Creepy
dude.
pinkies.
Ooh,
Yeah.
band name.
Creepy pinkies.
Creepy pinkies. There you
Nice.
go.
Really good one.
Oh, thank
Nice.
you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I remember you. Sometimes I do prom photos when we do meet and
Yeah.
greets. Just because, when you're doing forced photos for prom and they make
Yeah.
you, like, do
Yeah,
that
she
shit.
comes to DC, the DC shows.
God, I miss DC Improv, too.
I
man.
feel so bad that.
Fuck.
Man, now that you think about it, like if that's their favorite thing, their hobby, their pastime, whatever, they
Yeah.
love to go watch comedy, they just can't go anymore. But I'm glad that we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm glad that at least this could fill some type of void for him.
Right.
Well, We wait to see when we can
think
perform.
you're special.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. That was
That's
very
awesome.
nice.
And thank you for giving shit to Will as well. 'Cause
Yes.
he needs it. He's starting
And we
to
will be back in DC.
I can't wait, man. I daydream about it. You know, I actually, speaking of bits, I actually sat down and tried to. I had an idea for a bit for the first time since this happened. And I actually tried to sit and because I don't usually we just go to the store.
Yeah,
so
we fucking talk it out.
And a lot of times the way I write bits is as I pace around like a schizophrenic outside and do it like I'm on a stage.
Totally.
But I was like, you know what, Brent, this is a complicated idea. Let's sit down and write it, which is, by the way, sign one that I'm going to bomb the second I come back because I'm going away from what I do.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there writing, and I threw the notebook like within 5 minutes, picked it up and could finish a bit. And then I just wrote, it's a bit. I hate this. I fucking hate quarantine. I hate that I can't. So it just turned into me
Bitching
making
about
a
everything.
diary.
What was the premise? Do you even remember?
Yeah, I have a whole idea about
Hold on, let
how
me write this down.
the difference between being alone and lonely, and I talk about it with heartbreak, and then the whole punchline at the end is, I'm just fighting to get back to alone. And I was like, well, there's something there if I could do that. Because I like alone, but lonely comes in, and then perception of people thinking you're
Right.
lonely when you're alone.
Oh, I know why you're. I mean, it kind of goes back to what you and I were talking. Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
It's like where
We
people
had a conversation
go,
about
you
that.
okay?
Right,
And I'm
fuck.
like, I'm fine, but now you're making me feel like I'm not okay. So, but then it was just bad bits.
It's hard to write
We're
stand
gonna
up.
suck.
Oh yeah, I forget. I tried to like think about some like my act or whatever, and I was trying to think about. I was like, I forget all this shit. I'm like, I kind of know it.
Thank God for fucking tape.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yep.
Jesus.
Weird.
Thank God for the podcast just to run, like, bits. I was thinking even when I was doing the Murder Hornet smoking a cigarette, I was thinking that's like a Tuesday
great
night,
bit.
1 a.m. store thing. I
Yeah.
could have just
Totally.
worked out that.
Someone commented that too.
It's just, except my best friend Elliot, who says, it's
So
your same
funny.
old shit.
So
Just
funny.
recycle your own bullshit.
It's like when
boys.
we were doing the AirPod thing.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bit. That's
That's
such a
It
bit.
too. That's the perk of doing the podcast, finding bits.
Jay wrote a
yeah.
great bit. And Will found
We got
out that
another
he's
one?
unlikable.
Yeah, I didn't know this. Didn't know people are
So
really like
unlikable,
I'm like that much of a temper with these emails. Like I'm just kidding, right? Whatever the fuck you want.
See, that goes back to what we were talking about. How you know you're kidding in your brain, but how it comes across.
But you guys know too, though. People just don't.
No, dude, you're getting to the point where I'm a little nervous.
I get
Okay.
nervous. I do get nervous sometimes. With
Yeah,
Will.
like is Will pissed again? Is
Yeah.
Will upset
No,
He
that's
comes in
so
hot.
not
again?
true.
Is Will gonna shit on us again for no fucking reason?
That's
Am I gonna have
so-
to knock his teeth out?
No.
What did you say?
You better practice picking up teeth.
Yeah,
That's my favorite thing. You better practice picking up teeth.
Man.
I want to use that.
that's good.
I want to use that, and I want to use. I want to go. You know what? You're just a jerk. I want to use that before I get
Yes.
punched in the face with somebody.
By a raccoon.
You're bit by a raccoon,
Something's happening at his
an
apartment.
albino raccoon.
Something at his apartment is
Yo,
giving
he's
him
got
confidence.
some like
some
he's
confidence.
he's having one of those Playboy Mansion parties. I think. I think you're having one of those. Like you got that hidden room.
I know he's tan.
Look at him. He's not even gonna give up the secrets.
He doesn't care.
Is
And
anybody
he-
else talking to us?
Nope.
and
That's
he's-
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's
it's the
late.
last one.
That's the other thing too. But when he's late,
I'm
he
always-
used to apologize. Then remember the other day he came in. and
Oh,
he goes,
you come in with
"Go
a
ahead,
swagger.
Go ahead, tell me." And it's like, what the hell? It's like
Who
this
is this?
a
That was
business.
That was one time. I came in one time because I was
Yeah,
just
he's
ready.
coming
For
in
Look how
hot.
cute he's being right now.
I
though.
know.
With his hand.
Guys, we're all best friends, you know.
Well, Brent and I.
You guys are
You're-
my. You
we
guys
are.
are my best only friends.
Yes.
This is
get
all I
that.
have.
That's not true. You have a whole party of people we're not allowed to hang
I
out
know,
with.
right?
My life's good.
How much if we went to his apartment and we were like, there was like a fucking bouncer with a list, and we're like, oh,
Right?
Brent Morin, Jason Collings, for,
You're not on the
for Will
fucking list.
Burkart? No.
No.
You got girls? What? What's,
No, we
we're
don't
just we were gonna see our friend, and we just see Will with just like beer bongs.
I have a fucking daiquiri, no shirt. So, oh, you guys came. You guys came. You're probably on the list or not.
6'4s
I don't
around
know.
him. 6'4s.
Yes, 6.
6 girls that are like about a 3 or a 4. Just like, and Will's like, they're all 10s.
You know what's funny about that?
You guys, that's your fucking number one thing. You always
I
shit
have
on me
weird
with
taste
fucking
in
girls.
girls.
Let me tell you something. My old roommate, my first roommate when I moved out here, he like loved ugly women.
They weren't ugly to him.
They weren't ugly,
They were
but they
beautiful
were
to him, like
very,
Will's girls.
Very,
Hey, man.
these women were very bad looking, and he would go. I'm
These
sorry.
women were very unfortunate.
And he used to go, and he's this kid from Jersey. He goes, "Yo, check out this girl I got over. And I was like, okay. And then it was like, oh. And I'm not fucking around. I'm not being rude. Like, she had Taco Bell. She was a lot. And we shared a 1-bedroom for 4 years.
Taco Bell. She's a lot.
Because it was either every day she ate Panda Express or Taco Bell.
Oh, so she was in shape too.
Well, she was like
She was
not
A-shape.
out of shape there, but you knew she was on her way.
Right.
So, but I used to have a joke back when I was around maybe Will's age. I had to be even younger than him. I had a bit about because we shared a 1-bedroom, so I would have to sleep on, like, we didn't even have a couch. We had a love sack, so I'd sleep on the love sack while he's sleeping with his
Those are
girlfriend
great,
in the
by the
bedroom.
way.
And I said, you know, you're ugly when you moan ugly, because all I would hear was ha ha.
Oh yeah, girl, get it.
And I was like, oh my God, like, how do you moan ugly? It's the most beautiful sound a woman can make. And it's, but he was never happier, so I argued to myself. I was like, who's happier?
Yeah.
He's happier.
That's why Will's so happy.
yeah.
Hey, man. You did. Remember that the one time you were like, if you could describe her as a color, it'd be beige. In San Francisco.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah.
Oh, Will was
Whatever
so
the
happy.
fuck you said.
Hey, beige chick is.
Guys, any victory, just for people to know, any victory that I have, they take it away like that.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
She beige. Why is that so funny? Because you know exactly what it means.
Yep.
Though.
So mean.
See Will with that beige girl. Man, girl had some fucking clear teeth, if you know what I mean. One titty lower than the other, too. One of those.
What color's her hair? I can't tell.
Who knows?
Can't fucking tell. In the dark, it looks one way, and then when you turn the lights on, it's like, oh, it's silver.
Straw. We don't know.
Straw.
Hurt my ear.
It's got the consistency of straw. You're just with her. Oh yeah. Just give me a kiss. Oh God.
Is that Panda Express?
Man, I'm king. Like, that's a good
I'm
life.
killing.
If you could just live like that, you're
Oh,
king.
man.
You could.
There's something free about no standards, dude.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Oh, sure.
Oh, God.
We sound like the biggest assholes right now.
Yeah.
Well, because all
We're not
men
fat
aim out of
shaming.
your
We're not
league.
ugly shaming. We're not bad breath
No.
shaming. We're not straw hair
Bad,
shaming.
you know what? Let's bad breath shame.
Bad
yes,
breath
we
shame
are.
all
Fuck
day
that.
long.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes, we are bad breath shaming because don't have that be happening.
And don't be don't talk with so many H's when you're.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh my God. Just eyebrows singed.
Do you actually think that because of we have to wear masks, that people would
Why?
naturally?
Wait, why?
Well, because of quarantine, like people who wear
Kidding.
masks. Do you
I'm
think
kidding.
that? Ruin the momentum of this one.
Sorry.
Do you think because of the mask situation, the bad breath, people might smell their own breath now and
Yes.
change it?
It's a really good
That
thought.
could be a glass half full.
Yeah.
Hope
you know?
so.
They're getting more aware of it.
Stinky
They,
fucks.
I mean, I know some people personally that I'm hoping that as soon as they put that on, they went, "Is this what I'm doing to everybody?"
Do you tell people? Do you ever tell people if they have bad
Oh
breath?
yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I
How do you
will.
say it though?
You go.
Hey,
whoa,
here's
whoa,
exactly how I do it. It's very subtle. I go, "Hey, turn that way, cause your breath smells like popcorn, shrimp, and ass."
Do you say it to? But what about
No.
friends versus
Friends,
random?
I'll be like,
so,
"Damn." I always
do you?
Me and my buddies that we grew up with, we go, "Ooh, you're humming." We call it humming.
Oh.
When something smells so bad, it's got a hum to it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you're
Really
ooh,
good.
you got that humming
Damn.
breath. The homies when we grew up, it was like, "Oh, you got that humming breath."
Oh, wow.
Or we'll do this. If you're talking to me,
Yeah.
here's how we would let each other know. Like as you're talking to me, we would just go like this.
Oh,
Nice.
Even for the listeners, Jason just covered his nose with his shirt. That's a good one. That is a good one. Do you tell it to strangers?
Was a good one.
I'm
Well, people
hoping
didn't
that
know. Be the listeners.
When strangers get too close to me, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But strangers,
That's actually that'd be kind of crazy if you were like, "Oh, what the? That'd be weird to do." to a stranger,
hey,
actually. Yeah.
new guy that stinks like shit.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
kinda can't
that's
do
tough.
that. I guess.
What was that? I think it was David Spade who said it in something. Hey, how's that shit sandwich? But I can't remember.
Well, probably Tommy Boy. Or
Yeah,
something,
maybe.
Right? Or was that a Sandler thing?
Maybe I don't know.
Had a shit sandwich.
Such as David Spade line.
Also, speaking of shit, that was one of the best transitions, editing wise, in a movie. Was Billy Madison, where it's his dad going, "Oh, Billy boy, when will you find whatever the hell it is you're looking for?" And then it cuts to Adam going, "Here's a nice piece of shit." That was always when he was doing all those.
Oh, it's so fun.
Oh man!
All right.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Again, 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a glowing review. We will definitely read it. Subscribe there as well as YouTube. Hit the notification button. You guys are amazing. And as always, go see us. Go check out our Patreon page. Patreon.com/thelion'sdenpod for some extra fun fucking shit.
There's a lot of there's 6 full episodes. Well, 6 Patreon episodes.
Right.
Where we get into some wild shit. We got 6 different vlogs that are all over the place. We do a PSA quarantine thing. We do a fucking interview with me. That was kind of an interview, not really. We did
It
a
was
fucking
very
It
in-depth.
was
I'm
very
sorry.
in-depth.
This-
We learned a lot about it.
We learned
Did
a
ya?
lot. Yeah.
And then this week we did a
DePaul.
What?
DePaul.
Oh yeah, great.
Something about that. What is that, by the way? What is DePaul?
It's where I went to college.
Paul was a poet, I think, from the outskirts of
Anyways,
Argentina. But
DePaul. And watch out for them raccoons.
the raccoons,
Careful.
and murder
And
hornets,
brush your teeth.
and brush your teeth,
And drink that scope.
Drink that scope, because you be humming. See, now I want to say it.
That humming ass breath. Anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. No.
So mad.
Reviewing. The reviews are really important again. So like, really, come on, guys. You know,
Stop yelling at everybody.
because it's so we need to, we got more. We got a lot of good fans.
You're making
we gotta,
people not want to do it, I feel like.
We need them though.
Yeah, but I mention it. I say, hey, guys, go ahead and leave a glowing review.
Yeah, but
That'd
if
be
we-
great. 5-star rating. See you later.
But then glossing over
and
it,
then
though.
all of a sudden, that's like dad telling you something, and then mom coming in and going, like your dad's sad. Mm-hmm. And then that makes you want to be like, I want to fucking clean my room.
Yeah, now I'm not doing it.
All right, don't
Yeah.
leave reviews.
No, don't say that.
Oh.
All right, listen, I'm going to kick the shit out of you when this is over.
Oh, I'm
better
so
practice picking up
scared.
teeth.
Oh, you're so scared.
Oh, no.
You should be.
You know what's so funny is all we could do is push this thing in, and he's stuck in that corner.
I know.
Oh, this is the worst position to be beat up. I
Oh.
have nowhere to go.
By the way, if I was
Yeah,
being
it's-
jumped by people, that's where you go.
Yeah, you go to the
You go to
corner.
the
You don't want
corner.
anybody behind you.
You know,
Oh.
anybody behind you, you want to be able to see from the sides.
That's when you know he's never been in a fight.
Yeah.
Did you see how confused he was?
I go,
Why
slow
did
down,
I
slow
go to
down,
the
slow
corner?
down, slow down.
All right, kids. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
We are friends, digging each other.